Okay, so I'm going to share with you a really simple, easy workflow that you can use at the beginning of the week that is going to allow you to be super, super consistent with your blog post, newsletter, and social media. Oh, you know what it's like that you can struggle to often think of what to write about. It can often be a real headache for people. It's time consuming. Now, with Empower AI agents, it literally takes a couple of minutes, and I'm going to walk you through the process. So we're going to stop that struggle, the overwhelm. We're going to bring consistency into the business. We're going to have you writing an article a week, a newsletter, and also getting your social media ready for the week as well. And that is on all the relevant channels it is that you want to use. So I'm going to start with Tom. So Tom is an Empower AI agent and he has been set up to fulfill a specific task. Now we call them smart agents because they are smart and they complete one task. Like Tom, he will write you a 500 word article for your website using traditional SEO. Now, there are two types of articles that you can write, but this one is focused in on traditional SEO for your website that you can then share across the social media platforms to raise your authority, credibility with your audience, to keep the ones that you have in your world engaged and also to attract new ones as well. But as I said, it can be a time suck. You never know what to write about. It can be, you end up getting stuck in the wax of the business because it's just you've got 1,001 and other things to do. So let's talk you through this ChatGPT workflow using AI empowered agents to significantly speed up the process for you. Now, I've set Tom up, especially for coaches, consultants, and therapists. So in the background, in the creation of Tom, it's targeted with that audience in mind, created specifically for that niche. So what we would do is we would come in. Now, I say to my clients, you just need context, enough copy to give context. So that could just be a paragraph. And then what you do is you pop in the copy, you click enter, and then what's going to happen is ChatGPT is going to create the article based on what's running in the background, how I have set it up. So I like my articles to be laid out in a specific manner. So what the first thing it's going to do is it's going to ask me what are the keywords it is that I want to focus in on. So let's have a look here. Thanks for sharing the notes. Could you confirm your target keywords for this blog based on your content? It could be empower, AI agents, AI-driven productivity. Actually, both are good. So I'm just going to copy and paste them. And then what it's going to do is it's going to write the article based on these keywords. So fantastic. I'll craft 2 articles using these keywords. Okay, so I've set it up for heading, subheadings, paragraphs, bullet points, key insights, and frequently asked questions. So it's taking my copy and it's laying it out in that format, which is great. You can change it once you've got this. If you don't like the format, you can change it. But this is, I think it's a really friendly, user-friendly format. So you can make it shorter, you can make it longer. You can choose which article that you want to use. You could, for a workflow, I would stick with what I'm going to show you. But you can smarten it up, but what I would say is if you trust what's been written, so once you get used to the output and you trust what's been written and you like it and it's consistently in your tone of voice, is that you use it. You don't overthink it. You don't spend hours in the detail of it. The whole idea of a workflow is that it makes your life easier, not stuck in this endless loop of forever making it better, moving into a space of perfection. One of the other things I teach my clients to do as well is to upload what I call a competitive edge roadmap. So they could upload that document. while going through this process and just say, make sure that the article is written in line with the document. It will pick out the audience, the tone of voice, it will pick out the more nuance, the specifics. But this is set up to using NLP, using sentiment, so it's pretty good. And also, if you're using ChatGPT consistently, it's going to take your own style into consideration using the memory as well, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we've got our newsletter here. What we want to do next is in the same chat box is use, oh, hold on, use another agent. So this is relatively new. I think it's a couple of weeks in, but it means that we can use multiple Empower AI agents in the same chat box to fulfill a different tasks, which is really, really absolutely cool. So we've written our blog post. Now what we want to do is to create the newsletter. And it doesn't matter if you can't spell. I'm dyslexic. It's as dyslexic as I am in maths. I'm just going to give it a bit of a clear instruction because sometimes, depending on what's been written and what's in the copy above, it doesn't follow through, but you can see here it has. So, right, we've now got a newsletter which is written in a very different style. Oh, it's popped a testimonial in, that's nice. Be interesting to see if that testimonial is on point. I don't remember how many testimonials in the copy. That's interesting. So let's have a look. Why is it signed at Lucy? Here's to smarter work with bigger wings, Lucy. Interesting. It should be Wendy, but hey. That's made me giggle. Okay, so heading. Hello, visionary entrepreneur. Okay, it's in a chatty style, which is what I like. Another heading, and actually it's broken it nicely down into the different categories. So 30%, 25%, 15%. That's really awesome. I like the emojis actually. Never used to do emojis, so I think that's a new thing. I don't mind them. They don't look too bad. Normally they would annoy me. So if you didn't like the emojis, you would just say remove emojis. Right, again. This has been a game changer for me. I've seen the best financial results in 3. That is true. And I feel more in control than ever before. That is true. Yeah, so that is a real testimonial. Nice. So let's put a testimonial in. Yeah, ready to empower. It's got a call to action, ready to empower your business. Think about this. What could you achieve? Very nice. Nice call to action. What's one area of your business that could benefit? Awesome. Pro tip. Awesome. The only thing I don't like is Lucy. That's really funny. Choose one area. Okay. Pro tip, start small. Choose one area, like a task scheduling or content creation, and integrate Empower AI tools gradually. The results will speak for themselves. Spot on. Perfect. Okay. Blog post, newsletter. Now what we're going to do is create a week's worth of social media. So what you would do with this, and I obviously can't do it now because I haven't put it on my website, but you would put the blog post on your website and then you'd get the URL and then you would use another agent. Oh, no, not Lucy. I want Bev. Bev is going to create a week's worth of social media content based from the copy above to share with on the different social media platforms. Now, ideally, what you want is people to click on the link and to go back to your website is what I would personally recommend. So you would need to add the URL in. Okay, what do we want? So what we would normally do is we would have include the link. But as I don't have it, and this is just an example, here we go. So we've got LinkedIn. Interesting. It's put another link in to one of my other agents. It must be because I mentioned, actually, that's really clever. So what it's done is actually how I've increased my productivity by 45% over the last 3 weeks is by using Lucas. Lucas is this founder agent, is a CEO. So it's obviously remembered that this copy is to do with Lucas from other things that I've been doing. That's really quite something. It's got much, 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 much smarter. So yeah, relevant hashtags, Facebook. Nice. It's got a branded hashtag. Nice. X, Twitter. Yeah. And it's done it in the tone of voice that's relevant for each platform. And it's also done the size properly as well. AI productivity, empower AI. And also it's done the hashtags in line with the keywords. Interesting. So I'm seeing things here that I haven't necessarily noticed before, which is cool. Image prompt. I forgot I'd done this. Image prompt. When you get, I do a lot of AI art and it can be time consuming, so you've got to be careful. What I would say is to create an Empower AI agent to create specific art for you. So it's already set up. All you need to do is add the theme. So what's it suggesting here? So all I would do is copy and paste in the prompt into the AI agent that I've already created around a specific bit of art for the website. So it's all aligned, it's on brand colors. Now, depending on what AI agents you've created, you can keep going. Can you see the potential for your business here? Can you see how quick it is to write an article, create a newsletter, and create your social media for the week? We are talking 5 minutes. Then you can either upload it yourself or you can give it to your VA, just hand it over. And once you get this going, actually all you need to do is give the paragraph of content to your VA, to your personal assistant, and get them to do it because it's already set up. That's how easy it is. We've moved into a completely different space when using AI agents, Empower AI agents, using ChatGPT to do really quick processes, workflows. So this is a workflow. As I said, we can just keep going depending on the agents it is that you've created. It's just the potential is crazy. I could write a video script. I could write a podcast script. I can take out quotes from the copy. I can use this in a white paper. It's just once you've got a process, a workflow, the potential is just limitless. But what we need to do is to create simple workflows that we can do consistently, which is the key to success, business success in a lot of cases, and do it consistently, get everything, blog post, newsletter, social media content, increase your visibility. Also, I really like article content marketing because it stays there, whereas social media disappears. People can find it long term in search, especially if it's been optimized properly. But this is our first workflow. This is the one I want to encourage you to get under your belt first, the one for you to embrace first, because it is incredibly easy, it's incredibly fast, and it's going to boost your visibility significantly. It's going to boost your credibility and your authority significantly because I've created everything for you. All you've got to do is pop in the copy and let it work its magic. So let me know if there are other workflows that you want me to create. Let me know if you've got any questions in the chat box below. In the chat box, it is a chat box, isn't it? Below the video, and then I can answer them for you. Let me know about if you want me to create any Empower AI agents for you, and then we can add them into the membership so everybody can use them. So I've just created Pod, and Pod is really cool. So what Pod will do, I'm just going to have created Pod last night. Pod is going to ask you for information about your own podcast. It's going to ask you for the name and the business of the person that you're interviewing. Then it's going to create conversational questions between the two of you that you can ask on the podcast. That's quite unique. It's not your bog standard set of questions. This takes into consideration the philosophy and the background of your business combined with not the hosts, the guests' expertise. It's really cool. If you want a demonstration, just let me know. But if you're a member, Pod is in the membership, and then you can just use Pod when you need to. But I created it for a client because he has a podcast and he wants to be able to think about better questions, more impactful questions that he can ask his guest without having to spend ages thinking about it to get a new perspective. Is so cool. I'm really proud of this one. Yeah, so questions, pop them below, and I will see you in the next video. But let me know if you want me to focus on a specific workflow. That would really help me out.